All right. So a year ago, I started a one-person consulting business. Literally, as of it's January 15th right now, and I incorporated my new business January 15th or 14th of last year. And for those of you that don't know me, I ran a marketing agency previous to that, where I learned cold outreach, I learned sales, I learned advertising, and these were the skills that I used in my consulting business to be able to grow it. And so the purpose of this video, I mean, first of all, it's like 1 a.m. right now, and I just really had to get this point across my chest because I know that there's people out there, maybe you're just scrolling through these YouTube videos, just trying to figure out, how to make things finally work for you. Maybe you're watching other gurus online tell you about their online business models, and you've tried it, maybe SMMA, you've tried some type of agency, some type of coaching, consulting business. The point is that maybe you're confused as to what you should actually build in order to get the life that you want. And so hopefully I can give you some clarity here in this video and some pros and cons to the model that I run today and kind of what it means for you in terms of what you should actually look to build. Now, first things first, when besides the fact that I decided to build a one-person business, and we'll get into how I no longer have a team and what that actually looks like, the reason I decided to go the info coaching consulting route was because I was running my marketing agency. I was working with real estate agents, and I honestly had no passion for it, right? I believe that God puts you on this earth in order to serve a purpose and to serve people. And that's when you get paid, is when you serve people. And I felt like I wasn't really serving people to the highest extent because I feel like I didn't really care about the actual problem I was solving. And so maybe like a lot of you, I was watching Iman videos and, these big guys in the space telling you how you can make money online. And I mean, I followed it and I made money online. I forced it to work. I changed my life. I dropped out of college. But then I realized that I just listened to somebody online that told me who to work with and what to offer. And I didn't actually build a business that I wanted to build and that aligned with me. And I think there's this term that goes around the internet called like a lifestyle business. And for the longest time, I thought it was like BS, right? Like there is no lifestyle business. You kind of have to work like crazy and just business is just in your mind 24/7. And don't get me wrong, that's definitely still the case. I'm literally up late at night filming this video because it never switches off. But what I actually realized after going from, a marketing agency to a solo consulting business and the way I've built it, which I'll get into in a second, is that I believe the model I have now is what everybody was truly after in the definition of a lifestyle business. Now, when I thought of the term lifestyle business, I thought like Dubai, I thought yachts, I thought girls, I thought Rolexes and that type of stuff. But by my definition now, a lifestyle business is simply a business that fuels the life that you actually want to live. So that lifestyle that I told you, that's not me. Like I, want to buy a home. I want to have a freaking ranch. I want to have trucks and stuff like that. Like I just got a Raptor a couple months ago. And so, that's really my definition of a lifestyle business. Now, the reason that I decided to go solo, and this is honestly where I'm taking my business now as well, is I've realized a solo business is the actual business that majority of people want to run. Now, there's two very different styles of businesses, right? You have the people building an empire. You have the people building a team of thousands of employees and leaving like a huge, huge impact on the world. And then you have the side of the world that's running solo, lean types of businesses that are very high in profit, lower in stress. And the reason that it's taken me a very long time to be like, I want it to be like this. This is the way I want to run my business because that's what I want. And I think after a year now of running it, I've gotten a lot of clarity in terms of why I want to do it, right? I would say for me personally, in the stage I'm at in life, I just turned 22 years old. And I'm at a point where I want to be able to do things other than business. When I was 19, I dropped out of college, like I said, and I cut off all of my friends from college, moved back in with my dad, sold my car to buy courses online to start, social media marketing and start my agency. And I wouldn't say wasted, but I spent so much time working trying to prove people wrong, that I can do it. I can make it as an entrepreneur. I remember I had a buddy when I was 19. We were at a coffee shop, and I'm 19. Like I think at this point I had like just left school or something, and I told the guy, I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm about to go talk to like one of my clients." And the guy laughed at me like if it was, some joke that I could even do that. And I took that very personal, and that's what really pushed me. But the point that I'm getting at is that these past years from 19 to 22 have just been grind, head down, 12, 14-hour days, boom, boom, boom. And I want to really experience my 20s in every different aspect. I think there's 5 different components to your life. Financial is one of them, which I've solved that through the businesses I have. But you also have your family, right? You have your family, you have your friends, you have your relationships, you have your fitness, and you have your health. My health started slacking. My first love was the gym. And then I started working so much that became like, just kind of there, right? You have your faith with God. That's a huge one. And then I would say the last one's having fun. So traveling the world and exploring things. That's the definition of fun to me is, going out with friends, you go into new places, exploring new things. I find that fun. And that's what I want my life to look like in my 20s. And I have the philosophy, and this is what I'm carrying my life in. I'm going to build a business now that feeds my life and allows me, if I want, to work a 3-4 hour day and by choice go and work a 12, 14-hour day grinding. But it's by choice. It's not by requirement, right? And a lot of people are building a business that they're actually going to end up hating because they're forced to work way too much for too little profit. And that's the whole argument. I was talking to a friend, and I'll actually pull up a clip of this, but one of my buddies, he's building a solo consulting business as well. And he said, I think he made 10 grand in profit in December while taking 2 weeks off of the month. And having like 3 calls in the entire month. Like, it was wild. I'm going to play the clip right now because I want to show you not only how much he's made with the exact same model, but we had a little discussion back and forth when he told me that he wanted to hire a team and scale. So go ahead, roll the clip. That's literally what you're doing, right?
Yeah, bro. I don't have team members. Like, the only thing I'll hire once in a while is like copywriters to help with content, market research, all that, but no like setters, closers, or anything.
I want to push it. I want to see how far I can take the model. But yeah, if you're trying to get to like 10 to 30K a month profit, I truly believe to my core it's like the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Do you agree?
Yeah. I did 10K in December on some like super light shit. Like, I didn't work the last 2 weeks. I had like 3 calls the whole month. It's like, bro, that's the method. Bro, like, if you're pulling in 80K a month, solo business, how do you grow? If you even want to.
Do you want to? That's what I'm getting at. Like, if you're pulling in 80K a month right now, profit, like, do you want to?
It's like, why? I'd just take that money into somewhere else if I want to grow.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm gonna take 15% out of that 80 grand to pay to setters and closers. I'm also gonna take 20% of that and put it back into ads. Next thing you know, you're fucking doing 200 grand a month and you're profiting less than you were as a solo. You saw right there my argument, right? If you want to go build this, big company and you want to hire and run ads and build a sales team and, start throwing percentages and salaries here and there, profit might tank to the point where you're making less than before. So that's the same reason I quit the agency. Like, even if I was passionate about the people I was working with and the problem I was solving, at the end of the day, it's a service-based business and you get paid in exchange for your time. Now, what most people do is they go and hire people to go and fulfill the service, but they're still getting paid for their time, not your time now. And so it eats your profit margins, right? And that's why a lot of agency owners, if you're in that space, dude, I was talking to a guy the other day, hit a 45K month. I think he profited 10. And he has a big team. He has a ton of clients. He has ad spend. He has a ton of stress. He's working 12-hour days. And that's where the clarity came. And I'm telling you, for my existing audience as well, it's like, that's the transition I'm making in my content and who I am and what I'm preaching and who I'm helping. I want to help people build a similar business to what I've built. A lean, profitable, simple business that acquires clients easily, works with dream clients, gets incredible results, and you're able to run for decades and stay in this game for a very, very long time. And I think that comes back to having leverage in your business, both in the front end with acquisition, by creating content, which is the most leveraged thing in the world, as well as having forms of media and content on the back end in terms of fulfillment to not need a full team to deliver your service. By the way, if you want me to go more in depth about this, here on my iPad, I'm working. The reason I'm up so late is I'm 26 pages into a Google document. That's going to be a multi-hour long training that I'm going to post on my YouTube channel covering exactly how I built a 20 grand a month profit solo consulting business. If you want early access to that, you could just go right now, go to the description. You could DM me like the word doc or something like that. I'll send it to you. Like, I'm not asking for opt-ins or anything. Like, if you want that, see if there's demand for it. It'll get me to put more into that thing. But that's the whole damn argument, you know? I love the business that I'm running now, and it's very simple for me to make more money in the business right now. I'm running at a 95% profit margin. You know, at one point, I had the idea that I wanted to scale the business. So I hired team members, and I realized profit tanked, you know, quality of life went down. I started managing people, and I didn't want to do that. And the reality is, like, I didn't get, and I had a discussion with one of my, clients about this. We didn't get into business because we loved business. We're not Alex Hormozi. I don't love business. Like, I thought I did, and maybe you think you do, but the reality is that you love business because it's going to provide the life that you actually want. It's not that you love going into your CRM and calling leads. And, it's like, and maybe you do. Maybe you like the Alex Hormozi side, build an empire side. That's you. I'm over here on this end where I'm like, I want the business to fuel the life that I want to live, which comes with leaving an impact and fulfillment and serving my clients at the highest level. But it also comes with other aspects. And so I think with a solo model, you could make the profit that you want to make. 20, 30 grand a month in profit is very doable with the model. In that same discussion I had with my friend Trevor, I mentioned that I want to push the model and see how far I could take it as a solo business with maybe a couple of contractors, thumbnail designer, maybe a VA for customer support and assistance there, and see if I could take it to $1 million a year. That's my goal. And if I fall short, I fall short. But the point is, I want to see where I could take this. And honestly, I want to help people do the same exact thing because that's probably what you want. If you're the type of person that I'm thinking of, similar to me. I mean, you want a lean, profitable business that makes you 20, 30 grand a month in profit. And it's simple, like it's simple to deliver on. It's simple to create offers. It's simple to create content. It's doing things that fuel you, not destroy you and burn you down. I didn't like cold calling. And it made me money in cold DMing and like chasing people down to get on calls with me and 2-hour-long sales calls, high pressure sales tactics. It made me money, but the point is it destroyed me and I did not enjoy it, And so I flipped it on its head. I'm like, dude, it doesn't have to be like that. I'm gonna change the damn industry, and I'm gonna introduce this new model. And if you vibe with it, you vibe with it. Some people that subscribe to me and follow me don't want that, and that's cool too. But I want to make that announcement as well, that going forward, this is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about everything within the solo consulting model, how to create offers, how to make content that converts, how to sell in the DMs, how to deliver on your offer stack, which is, part of that 26-page document that's waiting for you. I don't think I answered the actual main question. It's been a year since I started the business, and I've been able to make a few $100,000 last year from that business alone. And so, yeah, that's in profit. So it worked pretty well. And my hypothesis, my philosophy turned out right. That, fast forward a year later, I am literally running a business that I love. Is there stress? Of course there is. And duh, like there isn't, like, that's a unicorn land that you're not going to have stress and problems to deal with. At the end of the day, it is a business, right? But the way you run your business is very important because that dictates what you do on a daily basis. And so it's definitely improved my quality of life. I'm able to go out with my girl and we, have fun, go to restaurants during the week, be able to go snowboarding and do cool stuff. And like, that's all I want. I want to leave an impact. I want to have time, like, dude, true time, location, financial freedom, the stuff everybody talks about online. That I think that's only possible with a lean one person consulting business because it's leveraged. You're not doing a service for people. You're teaching, installing systems and processes and philosophies into other people or businesses' life, into other people's life or into other businesses, you could say. And you're leveraged on the front end where you don't have to run ads. You don't have to do outreach. So you don't have to build a sales team. You don't have to give 15% to setters and closers, and you don't have to spend a ton of money on that. Like, you don't need to do that, right? You need to focus on making great content, and use that as the form of leverage. So yeah, hopefully you got value out of this video. If you did, you could check out some other videos I have. If you want my help building a solo consulting business, you have that opportunity down there as well. And yeah, if you're still watching at this point, I appreciate you. I love you. Continue watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.